What's up, keto peeps? Who wants to try some of this meatball casserole? And I already have tried a little bit and it's so good. Anyway, here's how to make it. Okay guys, to get started on this meatball recipe, which by the way is by Keto Italian, KASEYTRENUM.com. She's got some really good stuff. Anyway, so here's the thing when it comes to meatballs and a lot of keto recipes. When you're trying to be strict, take a look at all the mild, sweet, hot sausage and stuff. You're not going to find any with like the third or fourth ingredient is corn syrup. So, I mean, a lot of those recipes out there, you just can't really do. I mean, you could, but you just basically have to use ground beef or just sacrifice and have the corn syrup, which we're trying not to do. So this recipe just has ground beef. So this is 1¼ pounds of ground beef. And what I have here is a ½ cup of mozzarella cheese. Also, remember, I'm sure you're tired of me saying that, shred all your cheese because you don't want any of that potato starch and dextrose. This here is a ½ cup also of grated parmesan, and also for me I put in a little Asiago in there, so it was a mixture of the two. She just has parmesan, but I like a little bit of Asiago. And then what we have here is 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, and then I completely forgot to get eggs. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 eggs. Requires 2 eggs. I probably didn't crack. Okay, that's good. Gross. Gross. The sliminess is just, I don't normally put those back in, but you know, for sake of time. Ooh, slimy. All right. And then what I have in here is 1/4 of a teaspoon, or excuse me, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 of a teaspoon of minced onion. I put in a teaspoon actually. Then it is 1/4 of a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. I put in a half just because I like the extra seasoning. And then 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper and let me see here, a ½ teaspoon of garlic powder. So mix that all in. Gonna put that in. And then also, she doesn't have this, but I mean, I'm kind of like a garlic fan a little bit. So I'm gonna add a little bit extra garlic just from like the actual like jar or whatever. This is gonna be nasty, y'all. So we're gonna combine all of these, and then I'm just gonna put them on this cookie sheet here. So I'll come back once I've combined all of them. And then hopefully I won't have messy hands. All right, I'm gonna come right back. Okay guys, I am back. That was quite messy. So we're gonna go ahead and take a cookie scooper, and we're just gonna make the meatballs. Now, I don't know how many it makes. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've done this recipe. I'm probably gonna add a little bit more to that. So maybe, because I have like kind of a smaller one that's not really terrible. Anyway, just gonna roll these up. And I guess I'll do this and come right back. You'll see how many, because this is supposed to make 6 servings. So I don't know how many that is. We'll find out. Okay, guys. So they are all rolled out. It comes out to about 4 a serving. You know, if you see 6 and 4. I was kind of skimping a little bit on the meat because I didn't know how many I would have or whatever. But then when I started getting closer to the end, I realized I should just stick some more meat in some of the ones that were smaller. So there's that. However, you can do your servings however many you like. Make them smaller for, you know, whatever. Anyway, so I have a little bit of coconut oil here in the bottom of the pan. And all I'm going to do is toss them in here and brown them. Now what she has done after we brown them is she says stick them in the crock pot and pour your low carb spaghetti sauce on it and cook it for 2 to 3 hours or low for 4 to 5, you know, high for 2 to 3, low 4 to 5. But then you scoop out the meatballs, put them in a dish and sprinkle mozzarella and broil them and just, you know, I don't have a crock pot and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to do this and then I'm going to pop them in the oven just in the casserole dish and bake them like a casserole. So anyway, so all I'm going to do is just, stick these in here. Pretty sure you don't have to watch me doing that. Anyway, I'm gonna have them all cooked up and then I'll come right back. Okay guys, so a couple of things to note. One, whenever you're cooking them, this is, I don't know if I mentioned that was coconut oil in there, about a fourth, deep. When you put them in, and I did it maybe about 5 to 6 minutes on each side, but whenever you go in there and you see a little bit of resistance with the meatball, it's just saying I want to bathe for another minute or so. So just let that one kind of relax a little bit. Or if it's been in there too long, it's probably saying I'm stuck to the bottom, but if you kind of get my drift on that. So there's that. And then also, she does not say anything about taking them out and putting them on the paper towel. However, I figured I wouldn't want that extra grease in there. I'd want more of the marinara flavor. So I let them sit out and, sunbathe, I guess. And then also, if y'all haven't seen any of my previous videos, I know Rao's is very good. It's the #1 thing, but it's like $8. This is about $2 cheaper, Mazzetta's. And it does have one more carb though than Rao's for a half a cup. So I do want to mention that. But for me, I think it's worth it. I like the taste a whole lot better. Sorry, my cat is attacking my kitchen table. So anyway, you'd want to get the marinara, or they also have spicy marinara. They do have one that's tomato basil. Do not get that one. That one has 11 carbs per like half a cup. So avoid that. Make sure you read them because some of these things are higher in carbs. The marinara and spicy marinara are good. So it does say to use 1 jar of these. And so all I'm going to do is just pour a little bit on the casserole dish and inside the casserole dish, and I'll come right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry if I'm beheading myself, but you kind of want to see this, I guess. I mean, it's pretty much obvious. We're just going to roll all these. I put that sauce in there so that the, like how enchiladas and stuff, how you don't want them to stick. Well, I figure, these might stick also. So, so go ahead and just, and obviously they didn't really keep their meatball shape. And I will tell you, I did try to put a cover on it and I thought, maybe that'll get an all around inside good flavor. That was a bad idea because it was giving them too much moisture and they were kind of falling apart. So I do have a couple of little just mini meatballs in there, I guess. So anyway, so the best part of it all, and I'm probably gonna, well, I don't know, I'll probably save some of this stuff so that if I want to add like, the extra to it. On the end, but whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. We're not gonna do anything yet. We're just gonna pop it in the oven. I have it at 375 and we're gonna do it for maybe 15-20 minutes and I'll come right back. Okay guys, just as I kind of expected, it probably only needed about 10 minutes. I had it in there for 10 minutes. Matter of fact, my Alexa's probably gonna go off in a few minutes. So it seems like it's pretty good. I even chopped into a meatball and they are fully cooked. So just let you know about that. So what I'm going to do here is, this is about 4.5 ounces of shredded cheese that I've already shredded. She wants you to put 2 cups in. My thing is, I don't know that I would really want 2 cups. I don't know. Because that is, well, I mean, it's 16 ounces. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not much of a mozzarella cheese fan. So that's 4.5, and this is like a whole 8 ounce. I just don't know if I'm gonna do too much of it. Matter of fact, I'm not. This is pretty much all that I'm gonna do. But, y'all, I love Parmesan and Asiago much more, so this is about 1/4 of a cup, split up each. My dog is about to bark, FYI. Okay, so that's all that is, and then I'm gonna pop it. Oh, I did turn it up to broil, so we're gonna broil it for about 5 minutes. I did also forget to buy some darn basil, but I'm gonna probably put some dried basil on there anyway. Anyway, I'll come right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and I went ahead and cooked up some zoodles too in some butter. By the way, if you haven't picked this up, do it. It's a spiralizer, like a mini handheld spiro slicer, and it works great. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do the taste test on this. It smelled so good in here. My dog has been in here the whole time. It's been baking, getting some of the zoodles. I probably should just do the meatballs, but anyway. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. well. I'll tell you one thing too. That was super easy cleanup, and that was very little work. Oh, I'm really impressed at the way this turned out, because I did it a long time ago when I first started, and so it's been a while, so I was just like, well, okay, I'm gonna do it. Oh, this is so good. Definitely make it. Anyway, this is her, like, with all of her stuff in there. These are the macros. It's for 6 servings, which is 4 meatballs and the sauce and everything. 485 calories, 34 grams of fat, 37 protein, 5.6 total carbs. Net carbs are 3.7. Oh, this is so good. Matter of fact, I'm doing OMAD and stuff, so I might just throw another helping on here. Anyway, that's all the time I have. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you guys next time.